After pulling off one of the biggest upsets in NHL history, there shouldn't be a single person who doubts what the Florida Panthers can do in these playoffs. They may have been a mediocre regular season team, but this team is built for playoff hockey, and it's a problem for the rest of the NHL. Of course, this was evident in the Boston series, but all the factors that make this team a nightmare was on full display in Game 1 versus Toronto. Now, it's obvious that the Panthers' forecheck is their bread and butter, but that's only because of how well they retrieve pucks and win battles. The first goal of the series is a perfect example of that. Off the forecheck, the Panthers not only win one, but two key one-on-one puck battles below the goal line that allow them to keep the play alive and eventually score a goal. The second goal for the Panthers is rinse and repeat. Tkachuk is first to the puck on the forecheck, he goes from low to high, and they get rewarded with a bounce. It's literally how this Panthers team eliminated the Boston Bruins. Activate the forecheck, make it a 50-50 puck, get off the wall and either go high or look for a slot option, and repeat. Simple, yes, but playoff hockey is won by playing simple hockey, and the Panthers are executing this game plan perfectly right now. You really can't ignore how great this team is playing as a unit. Paul Maurice has these guys playing a perfect system based on how their team is composed, but you really can't talk about the Florida Panthers without talking about the Matthew Tkachuk factor. This guy right now is an absolute animal. The best part is that his game and play style fits the mold of this team's identity and how they want to play against teams in these playoffs. They want to grind you down, they want to own the crease and get in your kitchen, and Matthew Tkachuk has always led the way in this regard. With 3 assists in Game 1, he's officially become the leading scorer in the NHL playoffs, and right now there might not be a player more valuable to his team than Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk is the heartbeat of this Florida Panthers team, and he's a leader both on and off the ice. The way he's embraced the underdog role for his team has only made it more favorable for them to get in the heads of their opponents. We saw it in the Boston series. He's already setting the narrative for this Maple Leaf series. This is what he does best, and the greatest part is that he can back it up with his play. So far, this has been a legacy run for him in these playoffs, and he might be just getting started. This magic has spread around the team too, as Brendan Montour has become a dominating offensive D-man for the Panthers. Being a one-man breakout with his smooth skating and offensive threat on the blue line, he's added an incredible dynamic for this team on the back end. With all this being said, the scariest man to me in a 7-game series is now Sergei Bobrovsky. Ever since he's taken back the net, we've seen Vezina Bob come alive, and if he maintains this play along with the other factors that make Florida so deadly, well then I have terrible news for Leaf fans, and it's that they really don't stand a chance in this series. So what do you think about this series? Do you believe that the Panthers will upset the Leafs? Let me know in the comments down below, and before we end the video, I want to thank our sponsor, Hockey Training. If you're a hockey player who wants to improve your game, the Hockey Training app and YouTube channel is the best place to be. Armed with drills inspired by some of the best NHL players in the world, it is the #1 place to take your game to the next level off the ice. If you're interested, I'll leave the links in the description down below, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more NHL playoff breakdowns, make sure you hit that subscribe button.